Babushka, King Indonji, Migazi and Dudem. I come from White Earth Reservation, Eagle Clan, and my Indian name is Little Wolf. I've been in education a long time. I've been working here for a long time, and before that I worked at 4 other colleges. And storytelling, these aren't my stories. These are all of our stories. They are. I've been going to storytelling for a long time. My grandpa told us stories in the 1960s, been again, when I was a little kid. And ever since, if I hear about storytelling, I go to it. And I've heard stories from people that were 80 years old back in 1980s, whatever. And their parents were born in 1900, and their parents were born in 1850. So the stories, they continue. They have to continue. And the stories I got with you, my elders taught me and their elders taught them back hundreds of years. And now, I was in Cass Lake yesterday, do a little survey. It was high schoolers. They know about Fortnite, Candy Crush, Minecraft, or whatever all that is. And you know, today's culture is different. When I was a little kid, I run outside and climb a tree or jump off the bridge or dive in the water or, my grandson's 3 years old. He says, come on, let's go. He says, hold on, I'm downloading an app. He's like, 3 years. When I was 3 years old, I was in the middle of the road eating dirt. These kids are 3 years old, they're downloading an app. But that's the culture today, and that's how it is. So we work with best we can. But anyway, I want to share with you some things. In Dai way, that means it is my responsibility to share what I know, what I have learned. I wrote it on the wall there. Bindagain. I wrote it on the wall. In Dai way means it's our responsibility to share what we know or what we have learned with the future generations. Okay? I learned that from an elder in Fond du Lac. I learned from an elder in Leech Lake. He says, Misa go we much tayang. Let's get started. Let's begin. Let's get with it. And this is useful because if you have kids, teenagers, young people, you're getting ready to go. They get to go to school in the morning, to get up. Misa go we much tayang. Let's get rolling. Let's get started. This old guy in Cass Lake says, that means let's quit farting around. Because what do? We love to visit, right? We visit. I came here today, I wasn't even working. Before I could even finish my lunch, I was chatting and visiting with a whole bunch of people out here. That's just how we are, we visit like that. Misa go we much tayang. Let's get rolling. Let's get started. You can use that with your kids. If you're going to Powell in the summer and it's a 200-mile drive, get in the car, let's go. Let's go. Let's get with it. Misa go we much tayang. And Dai way, it's our responsibility to teach and share what we know with the young people, the next generation. And these stories are not my stories, they're all of our stories. I go to storytelling and they say that right away. They stop everything right away and say, I want to make this clear. These aren't my stories. These are all of our stories. And after today, you can tell these stories too. And you should. And I want you to. Like I was saying yesterday, I interviewed those kids. They know about Fortnite, Candy Crush, Farmville, or what is that, Farm something? Minecraft. That's all these kids know. They don't know about Wainabuju or Waboos. They don't know our stories. And that's okay. But the important thing is we still have our stories, and we can still teach them. And it's fittingly that we're in the language room here. So I wrote a little bit on the board for you there. But the people I learned stories from, like the late Ona Kingbird, learned from her elders who were born in 1910, and their elders born in 1850. And now I was in the room and every time I ever heard Ona was going to tell stories, I went to it. I sat right in the front, and she was great. But anyway, I've always went to storytelling, and I was able to remember stuff. So I'm sharing that with you guys. And you guys, we probably all have kids, might have grandkids, stuff like that. And I want to share with you. And lately I've been doing storytelling that we can use. I used to do it in like funny, humorous stuff. But lately I thought we'll do some stuff that we can use, especially with parents and stuff like that. But I want to warm you up a little bit. There's a trickster. Every culture has a trickster, a cultural hero. The Sioux people have Iktomi, the spider. Out in the Northwest, they have the raven. You know, the Seattle Seahawks football team, their helmet has that bird on there. That's the raven. The Southwest has the coyote. And then down too in Arizona, they have that Kokopelli, the flute player that plays that flute. You saw that little image of that little guy like that? That's Kokopelli. And we have Wenabuju, Nanabuju, the Waboos, raised by his grandma. And so every culture has stories. And it's our responsibility to share them and use the teachings that way with our kids. So I feel good because I know that this will go on. Sure, they know about Candy Crush and Fortnite and Minecraft, but they also know about Wenabuju and Waboos. Okay, so there's a story about Wenabuju, who they say he's half human and half spirit. His father, Impingishmuk, was a spirit. His mother, Winona, was a human. As a spirit, he's strong. He can change himself into a stump, a rock, a tree, a bird. He can change himself into anything. They say that Wenabuju gave us the pipe, the drum, feathers, tobacco. He named all the birds, the trees, the animals. He named everything. He named us. And Wenabuju was like our father figure. But also he's half human. So he has weaknesses. As humans, we have weaknesses. When we're hungry, we eat. When we're tired, we sleep. When we're sad, we cry. When we're happy, we smile, we laugh. Right? We're humans. We can't help it. We're weak. But we're also strong too. Now, Wenabuju, one of the tribal members was sitting by his favorite tree by the lake shore. And he just happened to look over and he saw Wenabuju by the shore over there. And he said, Wenabuju. He got excited. I've always wanted to meet him. I should go meet him. So he got up his courage and he went up there. Buju, Ani and Wenabuju. I always wanted to meet you. My name is Misquatikanagan, Red Cradle. I always wanted to meet you. I admire you. And Wenabuju said, oh, thank you. Yeah. He said, yeah, I wanted to meet you because you're smart and I admire you. And he says, well, I'm not really that smart. He said, the secret is, do you want to know the secret? The secret is I take smart pills. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get some right now. So if you want to come with me, you can get some smart pills too if you want. I'm not really that smart or anything. But come on, it's all right. It's okay. Come on, just do what I do. And Wenabuju is walking down this little trail. And he's going like this. And that guy was walking behind him and also, what is that? Those aren't smart pills, those are rabbit turds. Wenabuju said, well, see, you're getting smart already. The thing is, don't just believe anybody when they tell you something, right? Don't just follow right along and, you know. He goes, what is that? He said. Okay. Another one. Wenabuju was always hungry. He'd get himself in trouble. He's always hungry. He was sitting by a tree, his favorite tree by the shore like that, and he was hungry. His stomach was growling, his ribs were sticking out, his wrists were bony, his neck was scrawny, and he was just hungry. He could hear this. What is that? He sees a woodpecker way up there like that. Oh! And that woodpecker, his beak was in the tree like that. He pulled his beak out. He had a whole bunch of bugs in worms and stuff. He's chewing it up. He's just happy. He's chowing down. When the Buddha said, man, I need some food too. I'm hungry too. I know, I'll change myself into a woodpecker. Pop, he has a big old beak, pointy beak like that. He crawls up that big tree and he finds a hole and he sticks his beak in that hole like that. And he finds worms and bugs and everything, and he's all right, and he wants to go eat and chow down. But he can't get his beak out of there. It's stuck in there. Ah, man. Dang it. All right, 1, 2, 3. He thought, I'll yank my beak out of there. 1, 2, 3. Poof. And when you're up high like that and you go back a little bit too far, what happens? You fall. He falls all the way to the ground. Splat. He lands right on his face. And he has a bloody nose, and his nose is banged in like he's a boxer like that. And he's a mess. Oh, wow, hi. Oh, wow, his face is all banged up. Oh, man. What was I doing? And he goes over to the shore and he rinses off. He washes up like that. Oh, man. He was raised by his grandma. He goes home. Right away, his grandma says, what's wrong, my boy? Oh, you don't want to know. He told her that he changed himself into a woodpecker, went up to try to get food, and he fell out of the tree and banged up his face. And I have a little rubber ball, and when I stand up like this, and when I'm laying on the ground, I put the rubber ball on, and I stand up, and everybody starts laughing. It looks like you have a big wino nose, a big red nose, like, oh, wow, he has a bloody nose. And she said, my boy, the thing she told him was, don't try to be something you're not. It's all right. You're all right just who you are. Don't worry about it. You're okay. You don't have to be something else. You're all right. Same way with the guy who thought he was eating smart pills. He told him, don't listen to what people tell you. Don't just follow along. Find out first. Okay? So those are things that elders tell us, right? Don't listen to anybody. Don't be somebody you're not. It's okay. You're just fine who you are. Don't worry. So those are a couple stories. Now, there's another story about how the eagle chooses her mate. This eagle, young lady, was old enough to get married, and she thought, I'm going to get married, but I'm not just going to run off with the first one who tells me I'm beautiful. I'm going to wait first, and I'm going to see. I'm going to talk to these guys first. And I got these props because I'm going to do storytelling tomorrow morning in the elementary. And the Migazi Kwe, she said, I'm gonna take these sticks and I'm gonna go way up high. I'm gonna drop these sticks and I'm gonna find a male who can swoop down and catch them before they hit the ground. And if he can, maybe then he's a good mate, a suitable partner. So she goes outside. She's ready. She has her sticks. She goes outside. She's looking around. She sees a male flying over there. He stops in a branch. There's no nest there. There's no eggs. There's no other female there. He's by himself. Oh, there's a possible candidate. So she talks to him. She meets him, says hi, introduces herself. I'm wondering if you can do me a favor. And he said, all right. She said, I'm going to fly way up high like that, and I'm going to drop these sticks. And I want you to swoop down and catch them before they hit the ground, okay? And he says, all right, okay. She goes, all right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. And and she drops the stick. Oh, hi, he missed one. And he picks it up and he gives her the sticks back. And she says, thank you. It's all right. It's good. It's all right. Take care. Have a good life. See you later. It's not you, it's me. Nah, just kidding. I had to throw that in there. But so the next day she says, I'll try again. She goes to the neighboring community and she sees a male eagle flying around by himself. There's another candidate. I'm going to meet him. I'll talk to him. she goes up and says, "Hi, I'm wondering if you can help me. My name is Big Ezekwe, and I'm doing a thing, and I wonder if you can help me." And he says, "Sure, what do you want me to do?" He says, "Drop these sticks and you catch them like that." He goes, "I'll give it a shot." She goes, "All right, you ready?" And he goes, "Yeah." And 1, 2, 3, she drops some sticks, and he swoops down, he catches them just slick like that. And she says, "Oh, wow, all right, yeah." And he goes, "What's this all about anyway?" He goes, "Well," she's kind of shy. "Oh, well, I'll just tell you." She says, "What I want to do is I want to get married. And I'm testing these guys to see if I can find a good one. What if we get married and we have baby chicks, and my classroom is across the hall, in the spring I can see Natawash, Migizi, and ospreys and hawks flying right out here. Natawash, that means big birds flying around up there. Right out the window right here, you guys have seen them. And they have a nest over there. And so every time I look out there, I think of these stories. And she says, I want to find a mate who, if one of our baby chicks falls out of the nest and before they're big enough to fly, I want a partner who can swoop down and catch them before he hits the ground, save their life." Basically, she said, I want to find a husband that I can count on, that I can rely on, someone that's dependable, someone that'll be there for the family, someone that won't take off or whatever. And that's why I'm testing these guys out. I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just not going to run off with the first one that tells me I'm beautiful or whatever. I'm going to wait and be careful, I think. And I'm going to raise my kids to be careful too. And so he said, "Well, thank you for your honesty and thank you for that story. And I'm glad I was able to catch them for you. And I'm not married either," he said. "So what you doing later?" "Go for a ride? Ride back of town? The cutoff? Go park way over there?" Nay. Try to park way over there like that. But they lived, as they say in Hollywood, they lived happily ever after. The thing with that is the eagle female was careful about who she wanted to marry. She was very careful. She waited. She didn't rush right away. When I was young, I met somebody I thought I was all in love with. My heart was going every which way. Nobody could tell me nothing. I didn't know a dang thing. I came home, I was all hickied up. Ish. And I thought I was just happy and everything. I wasn't even happy. But I thought I was. No one can tell you anything. Your heart is going every which way and you think you know everything. That's how it is with our young people. But anyways, with some people. So the eagle was careful, and she found one that was a good one. So I wanted to share that with you. Another story is, I got to be in Cass Lake at 4:30 today. So I had to blaze out of here at 3. So a couple minutes after 3, we'll be done. Okay. Now this one here, the tag alder girl, it comes from Wisconsin, LCO. They call it the homely girl, but I don't like that. So I changed it to the tag alder girl. Another story about coming of age. This chief's son was old enough to get married. He was a nice young man, but he was shy. So his dad took it upon himself